Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to better for you beauty, skincare, and beyond. Today I'm back with a weekly roundup. I'm going to round up the best and worst of what I tried last week. There's really not any major flops, but there are some winners that I want to talk about today. Let's get into it. Here we go. So I'm busy testing. I've ramped up my testing recently because I kind of fell off the testing wagon for a bit. It's just been really busy with the launch of the podcast, but I ramped it back up again. I'm going to do high level details here. You can click through to find out everything that you want to back on the site, along with other product suggestions and alternatives. If you're looking for a highlighter, I have the highlighter I'm mentioning today and other highlighters that you might want to check out. The goal is to just make it easier for you and basically do a show and tell. If you like these kind of reviews and you want to keep seeing more of them, take 2 seconds, hit the like button, subscribe if you feel like it, and let's dive into the first product. It is the Dam Dam Silk Rice Cleansing Oil. The 3 things I want you to know about this one. This is of course inspired by the Japanese ritual of purifying the skin using water that is left over after washing rice. So rice water is a big deal for hair, also for skin. And I really liked this cleanser, but I didn't love it. And it's because of a second cleanser that I tried. It's a cleansing balm that I will get to later in the video. But back to the cleansing oil. I only really needed half of a pump here to get the majority of the makeup off. I used that in a warm washcloth. I use this to remove eye makeup. Problem there is that while this doesn't leave residue on the skin, in my case, I didn't need to double cleanse. It removed well, but because it's an oil, it kind of got into my eyes a little bit. Not too bad, but if you're sensitive to that, keep it in mind. And it wasn't as easy to remove my eye makeup as it is with the cleansing balm that I'm going to mention in like a second. But overall, it removed the makeup nicely without stripping the skin, without leaving an oil slick behind. It's a cool product. It really depends on your skin type and the type of process you like to use for makeup removal. Don't be scared of oil cleansing. I don't know, you didn't tell me you were, but some people are. It really does a good job, honestly. The next product, a lot of these are skincare related. So this is the Alpine Beauty Willow and Sweet Agave Plumping Lip Mask. You don't only have to use this as a mask, you can use it as an everyday balm as well. I have been using this as an overnight lip treatment for at least a month now, and I love it. Like, I love it. It does have a lot of buzz out there, but I really think it does stand up to the hype in my experience. So a few things you might want to know. This is this beautiful, thick, rich formula. The ingredients list, I think of Alpine Beauty and I think of really beautiful ingredients. It's a cool brand, check it out. I haven't loved all the products that I've tried from them, but this lip mask, oh my god, the ingredients, delicious. They're rich and thick, but it is not sticky, it is not tacky. It actually feels almost silky going onto the lip, and it just takes, 2 swipes, easy peasy. Something else that I've noticed here, so I was using a Kahina Giving Beauty lip product, also it's lip and face. I was using that over winter, love that brand, loved that product. Have not done a review on it, sorry about that. But this lip mask, when I would wake up in the morning, it was still there, which the other products I've tried doing this with don't stick around. I don't know why, I don't know what I'm doing. They just don't stick around. This was still there. My lips felt noticeably hydrated in the morning, almost velvety. It's crazy, like that's the term I would go with here. Silky, but more velvety. I don't know if people want velvety lips, but honestly, it feels amazing. And then the last thing I want to mention here, the claim is that it provides smoother lips with the hydration and all the rest of it. I absolutely saw smoothing out on my lips. There was no dryness for me. The plumping claim, maybe a little bit. I'm not mad at it. In terms of softening the skin there and really helping heal it, I love that. I also feel like this is going to be a nice little preventative treatment to keep doing for the long haul. So I'm just going to constantly be doing lip masks probably for the rest of my life. I don't know if it's always going to be with this product, but for the near future, it will. It's really good. 3 more. The next is from a brand that I was introduced to and actually brought the founder onto my podcast. I just launched that episode on Sunday. Her name is Anastasia, and we had so much fun talking. I learned so much from her. She has a background in the beauty industry, worked at Ibsen. If you're familiar with Ibsen, then you know she's tried over 3,000 plus products, and it was just a cool story. So I will put a link to that podcast episode if you want to listen to it. Today I'm going to talk about the cream highlighter in the shade Champagne. I also have Golden. This was gifted, but I was under no obligation to post any of these reviews, but that was gifted. Because of that, I'm able to offer you 20% off her entire site using code StyleShaker20. If you want to try it out, now you can with 20% off. I'm not really a huge highlighter person. I don't always gravitate towards highlighters. I really surprised myself with this. I did not expect to like this. I have cream blushes and glosses from her too. A very minimalist line full of essentials. This champagne highlighter, the texture. I wish we had like touch vision. That sounds weird. But I wish you could actually feel it because the texture is beautiful and it lends itself to a really easy, flawless looking, smooth application for me and my skin. And I put it like all over my face, on the high points, on the eyelid, all over the place. I loved it. It adheres also to the skin, and on the site you can see her breakdown for each ingredient, which I think is genius. You can see what the ingredient is, why it's used. There's something in there as well that's supposed to help the product really adhere to the skin, but it doesn't feel heavy and it doesn't feel oily or greasy or tacky. It just, the texture is beautiful and you can build easily if you want to. Which brings me to the last point. If you don't want to build or you do want to build, either way, this built up beautifully on my skin. The finish was, skin looks like skin, even though it had a glow to it. A little bit different from what you would get from a highlighter that might be a powder or a thicker highlighter. This gave a very natural boost. So if you like that kind of a look, a more natural skin looks like skin look, you might really want to check these out. It is a small glass pot, but a very little bit goes a long way. And I can see these being amazing for the rest of the warm months over here. Next, I do have a review on this, and I was kind of iffy on the review. This is the Kinship Sunscreen SPF 60. It's their sport sunscreen as opposed to their SPF 25. I have reviewed both. I will put links to both reviews. This is also meant to be water resistant. So I've been using it. I keep using it because sun's out, fun's out, right? So here are 3 things. Yes, there is coconut oil inside. So if you do not like coconut oil or your skin does not tolerate coconut oil, then know that. Otherwise, my skin was fine with it. I didn't have any irritation or reactions. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. So check out the full review if you want to. In terms of white cast, there is some sort of white casting that's still happening here. And when it goes away, it turns more into this very strong glow. If you're not into the glowiness and the dewiness, it doesn't feel heavy. There is a slickness to it, but if you're not into that and you just want a basic moisturizing SPF, this is not it. I'm still on the hunt for some. I have reviewed a bunch back on the site. I have some of the other SPF options that you might want to check out if that's what you're looking for, back on the post. The other thing that you want to take into consideration if you still are moving forward with it would be the prep that you use underneath. I found, because I wear moisturizer in the morning sometimes. Most of the time I just leave the moisturizer on from overnight, and then I will use an oil on top of that because of the gua sha tool that I like to do as a facial massage in the morning. If I use oil and then this product and then try to put something else on top of it, it's a mess. It does not work. I find it's just too much, so I go minimal on prep. I will use this and then I will use the gua sha tool on top of it. And to get the appropriate amount of coverage, again, you do want to use enough of this product, which if you have oilier skin or you don't like dewiness, then this is just not going to be for you. But if you crave that and you like that glow and that hydration, check it out. SPF 60, pretty nice number. Zinc oxide, about 24% I believe in there. So that's the Kinship in a nutshell. Okay, and then finally, the True Botanicals Calm Ginger Turmeric Cleansing Balm. This was also gifted. If I hadn't mentioned it gifted, then it wasn't gifted. But there were 2 products here that were gifted, the Minori and then this. Oof. Oof. Okay, this cleansing balm smells primarily like ginger. If you do not like a woodsy, gingery scent, pass, but I don't mind it. I'm really liking it. Here are the 3 things I want you to know. The claim here is that it removes makeup, not moisture. Follows through like a champ on that claim. It in no way strips my skin. As a matter of fact, I found it to do a better job with my skin than the damn cleansing oil. That's just because of my skin type and what it's responding to. If you have a healthier skin barrier, then the thicker, richer balm probably won't affect you negatively. If you're working on breakouts or acne or things like that, I can totally understand wanting to avoid this. But for my skin, the redness and the dryness, if we go Ayurveda, it would be Pitta. I know, I'm loving the Ayurveda right now. Still, that's consistent. Tangent. It removes the makeup, it keeps the moisture, and it doesn't leave residue behind either. Okay, so the second thing I want you to know. This is a multitasking cleansing balm. So not only is it going to hydrate, there's jojoba, there's argan, apricot, seed kernel oil, stuff. It's beautiful ingredients. I spelled them out back on the site. But there are AHAs in here. It cleanses and sort of gently, it doesn't sort of, it absolutely gently exfoliates. Which at first kind of raised a flag because I thought, do I really want to be doing that every night? I have been doing it and it has not affected my skin negatively. I'm not seeing a reaction. I'm not seeing more dryness. Talk to a dermatologist, talk to whoever you're talking to about your skincare. Talk to True Botanicals about that if you're concerned about those ingredients in there. I have only found them to help smooth my skin and it feels almost bouncy after I rinse this off, which is very easy to rinse off with a warm washcloth. And the last note here, when comparing this to the Damn Cleansing Oil, this got the makeup off my eyes, the tough makeup. Got it off so much easier than that oil. Okay, not so much easier, but it was easier. It was noticeably easier. And it didn't leave any of that oily cleanser residue around the eye, so I loved it for that. You do a facial massage, it just feels lovely, and you get a whole pot of it. It's just kind of great. And you can get 15% off of this, by the way. I have a promo code with the brand. I swear to you, I don't say I like everything that they send me. This I really like, and to be honest, I would probably not have bought it on my own. So thank you to True Botanicals for sending it for me to try so I can tell you my honest opinion. But yes, you can get 15% off. There's also a subscribe and save option. I just really like it. Like, I think I'm going to need to add it to Britt's picks. Just did an update there. Link to that video will be below. But this might be in the next update. I'm just saying. So that's everything that I've been reviewing. And if you want to check out my favorites, then you can go right to Britt's picks. Out of the 600 plus products that I've tried, you get to see all of my current favorites right on one page. And I try to keep it below 30 to 40, which shockingly is not easy to do because I'm covering all the categories and I'm going to expand probably into lifestyle categories. We'll figure out how to do that. That's not your problem. I'm working on it. Have you been trying any new products out there? I love hearing from you. A lot of you commented on the update to Britt's picks what your favorites are, and I love having that information because it gives me ideas on what to buy next. So keep it up. Let me know, maybe not just your favorites, but what are you testing out and trying right now? Do you have any winners in the mix? Have you had some serious flops that you would like to share? If so, leave the comments below, and I am going to go continue my testing journey over here in the studio. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, then make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another video, and I'll see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.